This is the Boston Celtics newsfeed on CLNS. Today is Friday, January 12th, 2018. This is Nick Cherico reporting for CLNS, the leading online provider of audio and visual coverage for the Boston Celtics. The Celtics' London trip is over after picking up a win against the Philadelphia 76ers yesterday, 114-103. The C's trailed by as much as 22 points before pulling off yet another come-from-behind victory. Jaylen Brown led the way with 22 points and 4 rebounds. The Celtics will now face the lighter part of their schedule, including a 5-day rest period from now until their next game at home against the New Orleans Pelicans this upcoming Tuesday night. A 15-second clip emerged of Philadelphia 76ers guard Markelle Fultz getting up some shots before their matchup with the Celtics across the pond. Fultz had only appeared in just 4 games this season before being held out with a shoulder injury. This injury is believed to be throwing off Fultz's jumper and free throws, which both have looked kind of ugly compared to his days at Washington. And if yesterday's video is any indication of his progress, he may need to be held out a bit longer, as his shot still appears to not be quite there yet. The Cleveland Cavaliers suffered their second straight blowout loss after getting dismantled by the Toronto Raptors last night, 133-99. During the first half, LeBron James was caught blowing up at his teammates and Cavs coaching staff. It's not quite clear what was said by James in the huddle, but one can assume it may have something to do with his frustration about the team's recent performance. After last night's loss, the Cavs have now lost 7 of their last 10 games. And following the loss, James shared a message for his teammates, which is, quote, "We all have to be held accountable. How hard we play, how much effort we play with. I'm just trying to hold everyone accountable." End quote. Today's episode of the Celtics newsfeed is sponsored by DraftKings, the best place for you to win huge cash prizes every single night. With basketball season back in full swing, DraftKings is the place for one-day fantasy basketball. You can enter into their big money groups or play in beginner or casual contests with your friends. Head on over to DraftKings.com armed with a $5 deposit in our promo code CLNS, and you can play for your share of $10,000 in total prizes. Don't wait. Use code CLNS at DraftKings.com now to choose your lineup. Staying on the Cavs for a minute, The Vertical is reporting today that the team is willing to trade center Tristan Thompson, quote, "in the right deal," specifically citing LA Clippers center DeAndre Jordan as a possible target. Thompson is set to earn roughly $36 million over the next 2 seasons. He earned that deal coming off the Cavs championship season 2 years ago, but since then he has played below his career averages, this season especially. In just 19 minutes per game this season, Thompson is averaging 5.3 points to pair with a measly 5.7 rebounds, both career lows for him. He also has a negative 2.9 plus-minus, which is the second worst mark of his career in that category. The Boston Celtics and Boston Celtics Shamrock Foundation will be spending Martin Luther King Day collaborating with students from Lawrence and North Andover public middle schools as part of their ongoing Playbook Initiative, which is designed to bring students from different but nearby communities closer together. This program has featured a variety of workshops on topics related to race and ethnicity, gender, religion, and culture. The Celtics first met with this group back in October, when students were introduced to the concept of preparing for difficult social situations. The middle schoolers discussed real-life scenarios relating to such matters of diversity and inclusion before self-authoring and editing the scenarios into a playbook. Celtics players who will be on hand at this event include Aaron Baines, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Morris. They will be available to discuss specific scenarios within the playbook during the event. Head coach Brad Stevens and assistant coach Jerome Allen will also be available at the event. Again, this will take place on Monday, January 15th from 2 to 3 p.m. at the Celtics practice facility in Waltham. Alright, that's going to be it for now, guys, so make sure to follow CLNS on Twitter at CLNS Media, and make sure to subscribe to the Celtics newsfeed both on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as the CLNS Media Network mobile podcast app. This has been Nick Cherico for the Celtics newsfeed and the CLNS Media Network.